President Biden's American Families Plan calls for $109 billion to make 2 years of community college free for all students.
Well, we spoke with Purdue Fort Wayne political science professor Andy Downs to get his take on the plan. Ariel Cadet has that.
That's right, Brian. Krista, as an educator himself, Andy Downs says this plan could make a huge difference in the lives of many students, especially those who choose not to go to college because tuition is their biggest hurdle. Tuesday night, President Biden calling on Congress to enact his American Families Plan. The White House says under the plan, about 5.5 million students would pay no tuition or fees.
My American Families Plan guarantees 4 additional years of public education for every person in America, starting as early as we can.
Here in Fort Wayne, I caught up with Purdue Fort Wayne political science professor Andy Downs to get his take. And he says the plan could be beneficial for all of the schools in our area because it gives students more options.
We are very lucky here in Northeast Indiana in terms of the educational resources we have. If the money that comes from this program is directed primarily at one of us, that's okay because we all will eventually benefit.
He says a huge barrier for students is the money and the worries about accumulating large amounts of debt. According to the 2021 College Readiness Report, the number of students going to college in Indiana is at its lowest point in 10 years. If this plan goes through, Downs says it takes away that barrier and makes schooling an option for those students once again.
We see all the time reports about students who are saying, well, I'm not sure that the cost-benefit analysis works out for me. Do I really want to take on that much debt for a job when I can get a different job with less training or something else? So this opens up the realm of possibilities for people.
But he says there will be pushback from members of Congress who are against raising taxes, which would be a result of the plan. The plan would increase the top tax rate on the wealthiest Americans to 39.6%. There are certain members of Congress who are completely against any tax increase whatsoever.
If the conversation is just tax increase or no tax increase, that's not going to go well. That's going to fall on party lines. If instead it's a broader discussion about ways to change the tax code, for example, closing some loopholes, maybe some incremental increases in taxes in some places, that's more likely to find broader support and be more likely to pass.
And again, Downs says the plan will most certainly be a huge cost to Americans, which is why it will be more difficult for Biden to get the support he seeks.